Have you ever felt a deep ache in your knees or hips that made even the simplest movement feel heavy and discouraging? A patient of mine once told me that she felt as if arthritis had quietly stolen pieces of her life, one activity at a time. And I want you to imagine this with me. Imagine standing in warm water where your joints feel lighter, the pressure melts away, and for the first time in a long time, your body feels like it can finally breathe again. If you've ever felt frustrated because arthritis pain keeps interrupting the moments you love, please know you're not alone. I've spent decades caring for older adults across the United States, and I've heard the same story over and over. Many seniors think their only options are medications, injections, or learning to live with the pain. But here's the surprising truth. Arthritis pain doesn't always require pills or expensive treatments. Sometimes the most powerful relief comes from something incredibly gentle and accessible. Something as simple as moving your body in water. Research continues to show that low-impact water movement can significantly reduce inflammation and ease joint stress. When you step into water, the buoyancy lifts your body weight off your knees, hips, spine, and ankles. It gives your painful joints space and support. It lets them reset. That's why so many people feel almost immediate comfort when they first enter a warm pool. I once worked with a 70-year-old woman who had been struggling with knee arthritis for years. Walking on land felt like stepping on broken glass. But after just a few weeks of gentle swimming and slow water walking, she began to smile again. Her pain didn't disappear overnight, but it began to drop quickly. She felt lighter, freer, and more in control of her body. In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly why swimming works so well for arthritis. I'll share the specific water technique that helps the pain fade faster, how to use it safely, and how regular water exercise can transform your long-term mobility. My hope is that this lesson gives you clarity, courage, and a simple path toward easier, more comfortable movement. Stay with me all the way through. Understanding this method deeply could change the way you move, the way you feel, and the way you live. And if you find value in what we explore today, don't forget to subscribe to Senior Health Daily for more guidance on living well, staying mobile, and feeling your best at any age. Why swimming helps arthritis. I want you to picture something with me for a moment. Imagine you are standing at the edge of a warm pool. The air smells clean, the water is shimmering gently under soft light, and everything feels quiet and safe. As you take your first step into the water, you feel a wave of warmth roll up your legs, then a soft lift in your body, as if something is helping you stand a little taller. In that moment, your joints take a breath they haven't felt in years. This is where healing begins for so many people living with arthritis. Most adults believe arthritis pain is an unavoidable part of aging. They think their joints hurt because they're simply too old to function like before. But when I talk to patients and explain what's really happening inside their knees, hips, and spine, their entire perspective shifts. Arthritis pain isn't just a matter of age. It's a matter of pressure, inflammation, and mechanical stress on the joints. And the moment you step into water, all three of those factors begin to change in your favor. Let's start with pressure because it's the biggest one. On land, your joints carry your full body weight every second of the day. Your knees absorb pressure with each step, your hips support your entire upper body, and your spine acts like the central pillar holding everything upright. If you have arthritis, every bit of this pressure feels amplified. It's like your joints are constantly under a heavy backpack you can't set down. But water creates something extraordinary. It lifts that backpack right off your body. At waist depth, water supports about half your weight. At chest level, it's nearly 70%. And when you step into water up to your neck, almost 90% of your body weight is relieved. Imagine that. 90%. It's like your joints suddenly take a long overdue vacation. The relief is almost immediate, and for many seniors, it's the first moment of comfort they've felt in years. But pressure reduction is only part of the story. Warm water has its own gentle magic. When your body enters water that's comfortable and soothing, your circulation increases. Blood begins to flow more easily to your muscles and joints. That warmth softens stiff tissues, relaxes tight muscles, and brings oxygen to areas that desperately need healing. If you've ever stepped into a warm bath during a painful evening, you've felt that relief spreading through your body. Now imagine that same soothing sensation while your entire frame is supported, lifted, and guided by the water around you. What makes water especially powerful is that it supports you and challenges you at the same time. When you move your arms or legs through water, the water pushes back, not in a harsh way, but in a balanced, gentle resistance. This resistance is incredibly helpful because it strengthens your muscles in every direction without pounding your joints. On land, every step sends shockwaves through your knees and hips. In water, your movements are cushioned, slowed, and supported. It's like moving in slow motion, where every muscle gets a chance to work without pain. You may not realize it, but stronger muscles are one of the best protectors against arthritis pain. When the muscles around your joints are strong, they carry more of the load and reduce stress on the cartilage. Water is one of the safest environments to build that strength because it requires effort, but not strain. You work hard enough to improve, but never so hard that you damage the joint. Research confirms this again and again. Studies from the Mayo Clinic and the Arthritis Foundation show that regular water exercise improves mobility, reduces swelling, and significantly strengthens joint function. People who move in water often discover they can lift their legs higher, rotate their hips more smoothly, stand taller, and walk better, even when they return to dry land. The water acts like a training ground where your joints learn healthier movement patterns without the harsh impact of gravity. In simple terms, water gives your joints a break while strengthening the body around them. It creates space where there was compression. It brings warmth where there was stiffness. It offers support where there was strain. It builds strength where there was weakness. And for so many seniors living with arthritis, it becomes a place of hope. When you step into water, you aren't just entering a pool. You're entering an environment that changes the physics of your body in a way no medication can replicate. You're stepping into a place where pressure softens, inflammation eases, and mobility starts to return. And for those who have lived with arthritis for years, that first moment of relief can feel almost miraculous. Now that we've explored how water reduces pain and why it feels so healing, I want to guide you into the next part of your journey, the specific swimming tip that has helped countless seniors feel relief faster than they ever imagined. The swimming tip that reduces arthritis pain quickly. Now that you understand why water is such a powerful ally for your joints, let me share the specific technique that has helped so many of my patients feel relief faster than they ever believed possible. And what's beautiful about this method is that it doesn't require strong swimming skills, special equipment, or athletic ability. In fact, many of the seniors who benefit the most from it are people who hadn't stepped into a pool for years. I want you to imagine yourself standing in chest-deep water. You feel the gentle pressure of the water supporting you, almost like it's holding you up with caring hands. The weight that usually settles heavily on your knees, your hips, and your spine suddenly feels lighter. Your joints have space. Your body feels safe. And this is the environment where healing begins. The core technique I want to share with you is called slow water walking, or what I sometimes describe as water gliding. If you've never heard that term before, don't worry. It's simply a gentle, controlled way of walking through water with intention and alignment. The reason it works so well is because it retrains your body to move correctly while reducing inflammation at the same time. Here's how it starts. Take a breath, let your shoulders relax, and allow your spine to lengthen just a little. Imagine the crown of your head lifting toward the sky, creating a feeling of space from your neck down through your back. Let the water support your arms as they float naturally beside you. Then begin to take slow steps forward. Not rushed, not forced, just smooth, deliberate steps that glide through the water like your legs are moving through warm silk. Each step should feel easy, controlled, and fluid. Your heels don't slam into the floor. There's no pressure jolting up your knees. There's no stiffness locking your hips. Instead, your joints are cushioned, lifted, and gently guided into proper alignment. This simple movement helps activate deep stabilizing muscles that often grow weak with age or pain. When these muscles wake up, your joints become more supported and your pain begins to ease. There are a few expert cues that can help you maximize the benefits. Keep your torso tall, as if someone is lightly pulling a string upward from the top of your head. Engage your core just enough to feel steady, without tightening your abdomen. Let your steps move like gentle waves rather than choppy motions. And one of the most important cues is this: avoid overstriding. Many seniors take long steps when they walk because they're trying to cover more distance. But long steps in water can strain your hips and lower back. Smaller, smoother steps help your joints glide rather than grind. When your body moves like this, something remarkable happens. Your joints begin to decompress. The cartilage that normally feels pressure has room to expand and breathe. The inflammation that causes swelling and tension begins to settle, and the muscles surrounding your joints strengthen in all directions as the water gently resists every movement. You are building strength and stability without ever placing your joints at risk. I've watched seniors who were hesitant to even walk on land suddenly move with confidence in the water. They look surprised at how easily their legs lift, how comfortably their hips rotate, or how light their knees feel. After just 10 or 15 minutes of slow water walking, many of them say the same thing. I feel like my pain just lifted. My legs feel so much lighter. I haven't moved this easily in years. There is a reason this works so quickly. This technique resets your joint mechanics. On land, arthritis often makes the joints tighten and compress. But in water, the pressure is reduced, the joints relax, and the body begins to move the way it was designed to. That alone brings immediate relief. On top of that, the warmth of the water soothes inflammation, while the gentle resistance builds strength. It's a natural combination that medicines alone can't achieve. There's a patient I'll never forget. He was 74 and had been struggling with arthritis so severe that he could barely walk from his living room to the kitchen. One day, he agreed to try slow water walking with me. I guided him through the pool step by step. At first, he moved cautiously, unsure whether his knees would cooperate. But within minutes, his expression softened. He took a deeper breath. His shoulders relaxed. By the end of our 15-minute session, he looked at me and said, "I didn't know my knees could feel like this again." That moment stayed with me because it showed not only what water can do for the body, but also what hope can do for the spirit. This is why the technique works so fast. It realigns the body, it calms the inflammation, it strengthens the muscles surrounding the joints, and most of all, it gives people a safe environment to move without fear of pain. When you combine that physical relief with the emotional comfort of the water, the experience becomes transformative. Your body begins to trust movement again. Your mind begins to trust your body again. And your pain begins to fade in a way that feels natural, supportive, and long overdue. Now that we've explored the swimming technique that brings quick relief, I want to help you understand another important piece of the puzzle: the hidden habits in daily life that quietly make arthritis worse without you even realizing it. Hidden habits that make arthritis worse. Before we go further into the healing power of water, I want to take a moment to talk about the everyday habits that often make arthritis worse without people realizing it. This is an important piece of the puzzle because relief isn't just about what you do in the pool. It's also about how you move, sit, and take care of yourself when you're out of the water. These small habits can either help your joints heal or quietly work against you. Let me start with something almost every senior struggles with at some point: posture. Most people don't think much about how they sit or stand. They settle into the chair that feels familiar, lean a little to one side, or let their shoulders round forward. It feels harmless in the moment, but over time, poor posture creates tension throughout the spine, hips, and knees. When your spine slumps, the joints below it work harder to support the weight your posture is no longer holding upright. Your knees absorb force they weren't meant to handle. Your hips tighten, your lower back strains. And for someone with arthritis, that added pressure can escalate symptoms dramatically. I've seen seniors who believed their arthritis was rapidly getting worse, when in reality, their posture had simply shifted over the years. Once we corrected how they sit, stand, and walk, the pain that seemed mysterious began to fade. Sometimes the most powerful changes come from the smallest adjustments. Another habit that often worsens arthritis is the way people move throughout the day. Twisting sharply to grab something behind you, lifting grocery bags with your back instead of your legs, bending forward at the waist when picking something off the floor. These motions seem minor and harmless, but repeated over time they inflame the joints and increase swelling. Your joints are built to move, but they're built to move in alignment. When movement becomes rushed, careless, or misaligned, pain begins to grow. I once worked with a gentleman who loved gardening. Every afternoon, he would kneel on the ground and twist his body to reach tools behind him. For years, he thought the pain in his knees and hips was just age catching up. But when I watched him garden, I saw exactly what was causing the flare-ups. His posture, his twisting, the way he bent from his spine instead of hinging from his hips, these habits were fueling his pain. Once he learned to move with better alignment and support, his arthritis symptoms improved dramatically. The activities he loved became possible again. Weak muscles are another hidden contributor. When the muscles around the hips, core, and knees weaken, the joints have to work harder. Imagine a bridge supported by only 2 cables instead of 4. It might hold up for a while, but eventually the strain will show. Your joints work the same way. When the supporting muscles aren't doing their share, the cartilage takes the impact and wears down faster. This is why water exercise can be life-changing. The water helps you strengthen muscles gently, without stressing the joints that hurt. Inflammation also plays a major role in arthritis pain, and daily habits often make inflammation worse. Eating too much sugar, consuming processed foods, forgetting to drink enough water, or living with constant stress all heighten inflammation levels in the body. Stress in particular is underestimated. When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol. And when cortisol stays high, your joints become more reactive and sensitive. Many seniors don't realize that emotional stress can translate into physical pain. Hydration is another simple but powerful factor. Cartilage needs fluid to glide smoothly. When you're dehydrated, your joints feel stiff, dry, and irritated. Something as small as drinking more water can reduce stiffness significantly for some people. I've seen this pattern so many times. A person comes in convinced their arthritis has suddenly worsened. But when we look at the bigger picture, we discover that their pain is actually a combination of poor posture, weak muscles, stressful days, not enough water, or too many inflammatory foods. Once these habits are addressed, the pain that felt impossible becomes manageable again. The important thing to remember is this: arthritis pain does not exist in a vacuum. It reacts to everything you do. It responds to how you move, what you eat, how you sit, how you rest, and even how you feel emotionally. And that means you have far more power than you think. You can shift your habits, you can support your joints, you can make changes that reduce pain, not just temporarily, but long-term. The pool is a powerful healing tool, but relief becomes even stronger when you pair it with healthier daily habits on land. And when these two approaches come together, something remarkable happens. Your body begins to heal from multiple directions at once. Now that we've explored the hidden habits that worsen arthritis, I want to take you into the next chapter of this journey: the uplifting, life-changing benefits that water exercise brings to seniors who commit to it. Benefits of water exercise for seniors. Now that we've uncovered the habits that quietly make arthritis worse, let's shift our attention to something far more uplifting. I want to take you into the heart of why water exercise is one of the most powerful, healing tools available to older adults. Not only does it ease joint pain, but it restores confidence, mobility, and a sense of freedom that so many seniors feel they've lost. When I look back over the years and think about the patients who've made the biggest breakthroughs, nearly all of them had one thing in common. They found a safe environment where movement felt good again, And for many of them, that place was the water. Water has a remarkable way of giving people a second chance at movement. Joints that feel stiff and heavy on land begin to loosen. Muscles that feel weak begin to wake up. Balance that once felt shaky suddenly feels steady. There's something almost magical about watching someone rediscover what their body can still do when given the right conditions. One of the biggest benefits Zadie's seniors notice right away is reduced pain. It doesn't matter whether they've been dealing with arthritis for 5 years or 20. The moment their body becomes lighter in the water, the pressure they normally feel in their knees, hips, or lower back begins to fade. Many describe it as a sense of relief washing over them. It's the kind of relief that makes them close their eyes for a moment just to fully feel it. That alone can be life-changing. But water doesn't just reduce pain. It also improves mobility in ways that surprise a lot of people. On land, tight joints and stiff muscles restrict how far the body can move. Water, however, supports movement and allows you to lift your legs higher, rotate your hips more smoothly, and stretch your muscles without strain. I've seen seniors who struggled to bend their knees suddenly feel their joints moving with a freedom they hadn't felt in years. That improvement often carries over once they step back onto dry land, because their joints are now lubricated and warm from the water work. Balance also improves significantly. As you stand or walk in the pool, the water gently shifts around you. Your core naturally engages to keep you upright. You may not even realize it, but this constant balancing act trains the muscles deep inside your body that protect you from falls. For many seniors, improving balance isn't just about comfort. It's about safety. A stronger core and better stability can prevent serious injuries and help you stay independent longer. Water exercise also enhances strength, but in a way that feels kind to the body. Every time you move, the water provides equal resistance in all directions. If you lift your arm, water pushes gently against you. If you step forward, your leg must move through resistance that helps build strength without impact. This kind of strengthening is ideal for seniors because it allows the joints to work while staying protected. Over time, muscles become stronger and better able to support arthritic joints. Another beautiful benefit of water exercise is its effect on mood. Warm water has a calming impact on the nervous system. It reduces anxiety, lowers stress hormones, and promotes feelings of relaxation. I've seen people who arrive at the pool feeling tense, worried, or discouraged leave with a smile on their face. The water lifts more than just physical weight. It lifts emotional weight too. And when stress goes down, inflammation often goes down with it. Joint lubrication is another key benefit that often gets overlooked. When you move your body in the water, your joints produce more synovial fluid, which acts as a natural cushion and lubricant. Think of it like oiling a rusty hinge. The more gently you move it, the smoother it becomes. Many seniors tell me that after a good water session, they feel less stiff for the rest of the day. Over the years, I've watched countless transformations happen because of water exercise. There was a woman in her mid-80s who could barely walk without holding onto furniture. After 2 months of regular water sessions, she was walking independently again and even dancing with her granddaughter at a family gathering. There was a man in his late 60s who suffered from severe knee arthritis and believed he'd never regain mobility. Within weeks of working in the water, he started climbing steps again, with confidence. And one of my favorite memories is of a 79-year-old woman who used to fear falling every time she walked outside. After building her balance through gentle water work, she finally felt brave enough to enjoy morning walks in her neighborhood again. These changes didn't happen overnight, but they did happen consistently. And that is the true strength of water exercise. It supports you physically, emotionally, and mentally. It helps you reclaim parts of your life that arthritis once tried to take away. It's not just an exercise method, it's a form of healing. Now that you understand the incredible benefits water exercise brings, I'd like to walk you step by step through a simple routine you can follow. A routine designed for your safety, your comfort, and your long-term relief. Step-by-step water routine for arthritis relief. Now that you've seen how water can nurture your joints and restore your confidence, I want to take your hand, figuratively, and walk with you through a simple routine that many of my patients have used to ease arthritis pain and regain mobility. Think of this as a gentle guide, something you can follow even if you've never exercised in water before. If you were here with me in person, this is exactly how I would guide you in the pool. Let's begin with the warm-up. Imagine stepping into water that reaches somewhere between your waist and your chest. Feel the warmth around you, the soft pressure hugging your body. As you stand in place, start moving your joints slowly, one by one. Rotate your ankles as if you're drawing small circles. Let your knees bend gently and straighten without force. Move your hips in slow circles, allowing the water to support your weight. Relax your shoulders and rotate them forward and back. These gentle motions wake up your joints, warm the tissues, and prepare your body for deeper movement. Many people feel relief even during this warm-up because for the first time all day, their joints aren't fighting against gravity. When your body feels ready, begin the slow water walking technique we discussed earlier. Stand tall, engage your core lightly, and take smooth, gliding steps through the water. Imagine your legs slicing through something soft and soothing. Let the water slow you down and guide you. If you feel yourself rushing, take a breath, lift your chest, and shorten your steps. Remember, the goal isn't speed. The goal is alignment and control. This gentle walking helps recondition your knees, hips, and lower back, while giving your muscles a chance to strengthen in all directions. After a few minutes, try adding some leg lifts to support your hips. Stand near the pool wall if you need balance. Lift one leg out to the side, just a few inches, and lower it with control. Don't let the water pull you or push you. Move as if you're guiding your leg through warm, supportive resistance. Switch sides and feel your hip muscles wake up. These muscles play a huge role in supporting your joints, and strengthening them can dramatically reduce arthritis pain. Next, move into gentle arm sweeps to help your shoulders. Stand tall, extend your arms into the water, and sweep them outward and inward as if you're gliding through soft waves. The water will give you resistance, but not in a harsh way. This exercise strengthens the shoulder joints while keeping them safe from strain. Many seniors with shoulder arthritis find this motion soothing and surprisingly effective. Now, let's focus on something that may feel unfamiliar at first, but often becomes a favorite part of the routine: floating relaxation. Find a spot in the pool where the water supports most of your body. Lean back slightly or hold on to the poolside with your hands. Let your legs float or gently kick. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable. Feel the water cradle your body. Let go of the tension in your neck, your shoulders, your jaw, your back. This moment of relaxation is more than just an emotional break. It calms your nervous system, reduces inflammation, and helps your muscles soften. When your body relaxes deeply, your joints often feel noticeably better afterward. As you move through this routine, listen to your body. Water exercise should feel safe and supportive. It should never feel like you're forcing anything. Start slowly, especially if you're new to this. Stay hydrated before and after your session, because even though you're in the water, your body still needs fluids. Avoid overexerting yourself. You're not trying to set records. You're nurturing your body. Most seniors benefit from doing this routine 3 to 4 times a week for about 15 to 20 minutes each session. It's short, it's gentle, and it's incredibly effective when done consistently. What matters most is not how hard you work, but how regularly you show up. Let me share a moment I witnessed not long ago. A woman in her early 70s, who once struggled to climb stairs, began doing this routine faithfully. At first, she moved cautiously, unsure whether her arthritis would full her up. But day by day, her movements became smoother. Her steps grew steadier. Her balance improved. After a few weeks, she leaned over the pool wall with a big grin on her face and said, "I feel younger in here." That is the kind of transformation that warms my heart. It's not just physical relief, it's emotional freedom. This routine isn't just a set of exercises. It's a way to reconnect with your body, to rebuild trust in your movement, and to give your joints the attention they've been needing for years. The water becomes your partner in healing. Every session is a step toward more mobility, less pain, and greater independence. Next, I want to take you into the deeper science of why these changes last, because understanding the long-term benefits helps you stay committed and confident in this journey. Science plus experience. Why this works long-term. Now that we've walked through the routine and explored how the water supports and strengthens your body, let's talk about something just as important. I want you to understand why these changes are not temporary, why the relief you feel in the pool doesn't vanish the moment you step back onto dry land, why the progress you make can continue into your daily life, your long walks, your stairs, your household activities, and even your sleep. Because once you understand the long-term science behind this transformation, you begin to see your body in a completely new light. When you move in water consistently, you're doing far more than easing pain in the moment. You're retraining your entire neuromuscular system. That means your brain, your nerves, and your muscles start learning how to work together again in healthier patterns. Arthritis often forces people into guarded movement. They take smaller steps, shift their weight awkwardly, tense muscles unnecessarily, or compensate with other parts of the body. Over time, these protective habits create imbalance and increase joint stress. But in the water, your body starts to relearn movement without fear. One of the most powerful things water does is strengthen your muscles in a balanced, gentle way. When your muscles grow stronger, especially around your hips, knees, and core, they take pressure off your joints. Think of your joints like a bridge. The stronger the support beams, the less strain the bridge has to carry. When your supporting muscles grow, your joints no longer bear the full weight of your body alone. This shift dramatically reduces inflammation and slows down the wear and tear that drives arthritis pain. Another reason water exercise works long-term is because it improves circulation. Warm water opens blood vessels, allowing more oxygen and nutrients to reach the tissues around your joints. Cartilage doesn't have its own blood supply. It relies on movement and fluid exchange to stay healthy. When you move in water, your joints glide freely and promote that circulation. The more consistently you do this, the more nourished and resilient your joints become. Something else remarkable happens during water exercise. Your body begins to release tension in ways that you might not even notice. When you're in pain on land, your muscles tighten to protect the sore area. You may not feel it consciously, but your body is always bracing. In water, the support allows that bracing to melt away. As tension softens, inflammation drops. And as inflammation drops, movement becomes easier. This creates a cycle of healing instead of a cycle of pain. The emotional benefits also play a huge role in long-term results. When people feel safer moving in water, they begin to rebuild trust in their bodies. That confidence carries over into daily life. They stand taller, they move more freely, they begin walking more often, stretching more often, and engaging in activities they once avoided. When your mindset shifts from fear to possibility, your body responds with improved mobility and less pain. The mind and the body heal together. I've watched this unfold in countless patients. A man in his 70s who once felt defeated by his arthritis began water therapy 3 times a week. At first, he moved slowly and cautiously, but as weeks passed, his movements grew smoother and stronger. He began sleeping better because his joints weren't throbbing at night. He walked with more confidence because his balance improved. And one day, he told me something that still brings warmth to my heart. He said, "I didn't just get stronger, I got my life back." This is the kind of long-term transformation water exercise can bring. It's not about perfection or intensity. It's about consistency, alignment, and gentle repetition. Every session is like rewriting the messages your joints receive. Instead of pressure, they feel support. Instead of stiffness, they feel movement. Instead of inflammation, they feel calm. Over time, the improvements accumulate. Your muscles stay stronger. Your joints stay more lubricated. Your balance stays steadier. Your inflammation stays lower. Even your everyday tasks feel easier. Climbing stairs becomes more manageable. Getting up from a chair feels smoother. Walking longer distances becomes achievable again. And here's something many people don't expect. When you strengthen your body and reduce inflammation through water exercise, you often increase your independence. You feel more capable of living life the way you want to live it. And that independence, that sense of freedom, is one of the most meaningful gifts you can give yourself as you age. What I love most about this long-term healing is that it doesn't come from harsh workouts or complicated routines. It comes from gentle, consistent movements that respect your body and work with its natural design. Water doesn't force you, it supports you. It doesn't pressure you, it guides you. And when you let yourself move in an environment that lifts, soothes, and strengthens you, the benefits last far beyond your time in the pool. Now that we've explored the science and the lived experiences behind long-term healing, we're ready to bring everything together. In the final part of this video, I want to help you reflect on this journey and inspire you to take the next step toward a healthier, more comfortable, and more confident life. As we come to the end of this journey together, I want you to take a moment and really absorb what your body has been trying to tell you. Throughout this video, we explored how water gives your joints something they rarely receive in daily life: a break from gravity, a moment of freedom, a chance to move without strain. That is why arthritis pain often improves faster in the pool, not because water performs miracles, but because it finally removes the pressure that has been weighing on your body for years. I want you to remember something important. Arthritis pain is not a life sentence. It is a signal, a message from your body asking for support, not surrender. And once you understand what that message means, everything begins to change. Sometimes the smallest technique, like slow water walking, becomes the doorway to major relief. One gentle step, one calm moment, one mindful session can shift the way your joints feel for the rest of the day. Even in your 70s or 80s, your joints are not shutting down. They are responding. They are adapting. They are waiting for the right kind of movement. That is the beauty of the human body. It never completely gives up on you, even when you have moments of doubt. And I hope you carry this truth with you. Your body isn't giving up. It's waiting for you to support it in the right way. So let this be an invitation. Let the water become a place of safety, healing, and hope. Let it be where your joints relearn ease and your spirit relearns confidence. And let this video be the beginning of a healthier, more mobile chapter in your life. If today's message brought you comfort or clarity, I invite you to subscribe to Senior Health Daily so we can continue walking this path together toward a life with less pain, more freedom, and deeper independence. You deserve to feel your best, and we're here to help you every step of the way.